Let's take a look at this Excel sheet where we are discussing with entry of continuous internal evaluation and assignment and as well as ACE marks. Here we have used uh, the functions like sum if function. So let us discuss the primary thing what faculty can take out from the assessment details from CIE. That is the maximum marks. For example, if this is the first internal assessment, question number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, this is our choice of the our format of the question paper. And 1 and 2, question number 1 and 2, the student is attending CO1 question. So we have entered CO1 here. If and also 3 or 4, one question will be attended here, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, one question will be attended on these two from 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So based on the course outcomes of these two questions, we are supposed to enter the course outcome number here, CO1, CO2 or CO3, CO4 according to the requirement. If CO6 is there in first internal assessment, we can enter CO6 here in this particular cell, in this range of the cells according to the internal assessment. So here with respect to the maximum marks, here sum if will be counting what the total maximum marks for the particular CO is given, as well as the obtained marks of each and every student. If I'll assume that CO1 is given for first internal assessment for question number 1 and 2, so where student is attending only one question here, and similarly CO2 for 3 and 4. So CO1 marks for maximum marks is 15, and a particular student has obtained 11 marks or 12. Accordingly, we can change the number. So whether it is 12 or 12 out of 15 for CO2, we can change the number. So similarly, the same student has scored 9 out of 10 in the assignment, whatever the assignment formats it is, whether it is a quiz, puzzles or descriptive assignment type, we can enter the marks here. So total mark for each CO will be computed here, which you will not be able to change here. And here the maximum marks is 25 for CO1 because 15 plus 10 is 25. And similarly for CO2 is 15 plus 10, which is 25. And especially for CO5, it is 40 because CO5 maximum marks is 30 and assignment marks is 10. So for total 40, this will be computed automatically, and the same percentage from this total mark for each CO will be carried out to the next sheet, which is direct attainment sheet. So in this, I hope you will be able to enter the each and every marks for question number 1 or 2 in particular internal assessments 1, 2, 3 as an assessment according to the requirement, and you get the total marks for each CO. Similarly, the total marks for each CO will be computed with the sum if function. Sum if with respect to these columns, we have given the formula and added it up. So next, the same information from the total marks for each CO as well as SE marks, whatever the maximum marks there, we can enter here, and the obtained marks can be entered in this particular last column. And the total marks for each CO, what we have obtained here for 25, this first student has got 21 for CO1, and similarly 21 for CO2, 23 for CO3, 37 for CO5. These values will be accounted for direct attainment calculations, which will be explained here. So in this continuous internal evaluation, we have set the target level 3 as 80% of the student to get 60% marks. Similarly, level 2 has 70% of the students to get 60% marks. Level 1 has 60% of the student to get 60% marks. So CO1 to 6 is defined here. Some may define CO6 also, some may have CO3. So according to that, according to how you enter the marks in IA mark sheet, you get the attainment here. So number of students attempted will be calculated as it is. For example, CO1, 68 students have attempted attempted, and similarly for CO2 as well as so for CO3 69 students have attended, and you can count the maximum numbers attended here. And the next very important criteria is number of students scoring more than 60% marks. So 60% marks is our threshold value here. We can change it if it is 60% marks. So 67 students for CO1 have achieved it, 65 students have achieved it for CO2, 67 have achieved in for CO5. Similarly, when you take the percentage of students scoring more than 60% marks, here 99% have scored, that is 67 by 68, that is 99%, where here level 3 we have defined as 80%. So this 99 is more than 80, so automatically level 3 is achieved. So for example, if I am increasing this our the target as 60 to a maximum level, if I consider it as 80, I'll understand that I'll assume that it is 80 marks, then 80% of the students to get 80% marks can be obtained here. And similarly, if I increase the percentage, then you can observe here, if I am providing the higher target, so very less attainments are achieved in CO2, CO3 and CO4, that is 2, 2 and 1, and CO5 is not at all attained. So here we can concentrate in the first level, we can assume that CO5 needs more attention and more classes or any other additional action plans that you can define for next forthcoming attainment steps, that is any next semester or the forthcoming semester or the next coming year over the years for this particular course, if the target is as such. So this is obtained from the previous table, that is CO wise marks, that is 25, 21, 25, 21 from the previous sheet, the total mark sheet. And from here, automatically percentage is calculated for total number of students, that is 84%, and for the maximum. And then the percentage is calculated with obtained with the total number is calculated with these percentages for all the students is obtained here, that is used for calculated here for calculations here, like total number of students attempted, number of students scoring more than 90% marks, that is 55. So in this column 55 students have scored more than 90% marks. If I change 90% here also in the statement 90% will be changed. So similarly, we can identify the attainment for each CO with respect to the targets. So this is with varying these targets, you can identify which particular CO has got less attainment, which is not attained at all. For example, CO5 is not attained at all. You can have a very good action plan for the forthcoming semester or whenever the same course is taught again. So the same conditions will overall be given for semester end examination. Here we are given as a level 3 as 80% student to get 50% marks. We can change this 50% marks to 60 also by keeping it as a higher target. Then the target achieved is 2. So then because as we are tier 2 institutions, we are sharing the attainment, what the level that we have achieved for equally for distributing it for all COs. So then all COs we are providing the same attainment as 2 itself. So number of students attempted is 69, and number of students scoring more than 60 is 55 students, and based on from this column it is calculated, and the same column information is obtained from the previous sheet, that is IMR sheet from SCE, maximum marks and obtained marks. So here we can we will not be able to change anything here. We have fixed it. You can only change the target. If you want, you can make this as 90 as for level 3. So, or you can keep the higher target 70% marks when nobody will be attend. No COs will be no target is achieved. So like this, you can change the targets and obtain calculate the attainment sheet. So, and whatever the feedbacks that you obtain can be shared here and copy pasted with respect to the columns, that is CO1, 2, 3, with respect to the name and timestamp. You can paste it here. We are here number of students that those who are given the feedback will be counted, and CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, and similarly number of students who are graded 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be counted automatically when you copy paste the opinion like this. When it is copy pasted here from Google Forms spreadsheet that you collect from students from these spreadsheets, you can copy paste here and identify this indirect attainment. Overall, this direct attainment and indirect attainment will be caught up in the summary main sheet, where direct methods in the internal assessment and semester end examination, these are the attainments that are obtained. And similarly, indirect method survey, these are the attainments that are obtained from in percentage as well as in levels. So, and very important criteria here is, if you have got more details in internal assessment, you can change the weightage that you are providing for continuous internal evaluation and SEE. Here we have defined as 60 and 40%. If you want, you can change it to 80 and 20. So, or 90 and 10. So based on that, the percentage and attainment will be changed accordingly. Whether any other attainments are achieved or not, we can identify here. So with this changing the weightages, the total attainment will be calculated, where the final CO attainment is computed for direct CO attainment, and it will be computed for PO attainment from this table. The summary sheet is in a printable format. If I click print, sheet number 1 will consist of CO attainment, the name, course, everything, course outcomes, the matrix, and sheet number 2 provides you the tools, attainment methods and tools, and the attainments that are obtained. And sheet number 3 will have the direct attainment and indirect attainment. Similarly, sheet number 2 will have internal assessment details, that is first internals, question number 1 and 2, whatever the marks the student has obtained, the maximum marks and obtained marks, and then you enter the marks here. And similarly, the assignment marks, the maximum and obtained assignment marks can be entered here. According to the marks that is entered, we can identify the total marks for each CO, which will be total marks for each CO is computed, which will be taken into this direct sheet, where the total marks is converted into percentage, and this percentage 84% is computed for, is taken for calculation for the levels here in this particular column. So for example, 84, 96, 96 is there in this particular CO1 column. So 68 students have attempted, and 55 have got more than 90% marks, and 81% of the students have got more than 90% marks, and this has achieved as, and this CO has achieved level 3. So the level 1 or 2 infers that we need to concentrate more on the CO2, 3, 4 or 5, and solving more problems in the class, or taking extra classes, or do some puzzle, quiz and any activity, and obtain the marks, capture the marks for the same. So if any assignment, different type of assignment is designed for different COs, we can provide whether it is descriptive type or seminar type or case studies you are given, you can give the maximum marks and enter the marks that he has obtained. If you have followed the rubrics, you can follow rubrics in a different format and enter the maximum obtained marks against the maximum marks here, which in turn will be calculated here for assignment column.